action. Guess who's behind the camera?
Not me.
That's right. Hi, everybody. Happy
Hello.
Tuesday to everyone.
It's a crazy week this week.
That it is a crazy week.
Yeah.
I was going to say, for one thing, I thought it was Monday.
It did feel like Monday this morning.
Yeah, it did. That's for sure. But hope everybody had a nice Memorial Day holiday. It was very, very rainy.
I know.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
It is weird. It was, and then it turned nice today. Kind of strange. So.
Well, it's supposed to get storms again this evening, aren't we?
I think we are all week. Yeah, perfect for moving into the show. Can't wait. So
I'll be sitting inside eating my bonbons, and you can be carrying everything in for us.
For us ladies, do they still exist?
What? Surely somebody knows what. You know what bonbon is.
I know what bonbons, but I think they're out of business. They can't be around anymore.
Oh my gosh, I like the lemon ones.
There's lemon bonbons?
Oh yeah.
I thought they were ice cream.
No.
They're like ice cream puffs,
No,
right?
they're a candy. They're a sweet.
No.
Well, at least they are in England. I'm going to get you a picture.
I'm
going to show you.
You need to buy me some. If they're lemon ones, those are your favorites?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We have a giveaway.
We do have a giveaway. That's good.
Look at this.
Change the subject.
Yeah.
This is
gonna go to Karen Martin.
Oh yay, Karen! Yeah.
And this sorry. You can use it if you don't get along with your business partner as a dagger. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
But you actually can put like a tea light underneath there, and this all lights up. This was donated to us just last week.
That's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
A little Christmas tree topper.
So we will send. Actually, she sometimes comes up here, doesn't she?
Karen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most of the time. In fact, we got a table to deliver to her, so I'll just bring it when I deliver a table.
There you go.
All right, Karen.
It's chocolate covered?
No.
Chocolate covered bonbon.
No, they are not chocolate covered. They're lemon, and they've got like powder on them, and they're really yummy.
We should have had her in front of the camera to have we even told them that she's coming back yet?
We have now.
Guess who's holding the phone, everybody?
Has anyone guessed? No,
nobody knows. Oh, sure.
Probably she hasn't talked enough yet.
No, she hasn't talked. She's being really quiet and shy.
So let's see about announcements this week, because we do have a Denver show going on this week.
Yeah.
And the Denver show is set up as tomorrow. We will still have a live tomorrow. That will be Cindy.
She's going to do live?
Yeah, oh, Cindy will be doing live, because today, Tuesday, would normally have been Littleton.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
But we traded. So Cindy will come to you live tomorrow. And then Thursday and Friday, we will not have a live for you, because we will have all of our staff down at the show. Not all of our staff, but we'll have minimal staff back at the store.
It'll be hard to come to you live, unfortunately. So
can we maybe do like a pop-in, like later in the afternoon when it gets quiet?
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah, we'll maybe try and do a pop-in. So make sure you have your settings on your Facebook set so that if we go live, you get notification. That's what I'm trying to say.
That was very funny.
The wrong word kept coming out.
That's right. So so again, it'll be a shortened week for lives, but again, hopefully we'll see you all at the show. We are going to be down at the Merchandise Mart.
No one up.
Oh, geez, that's bad. Yeah, that was a long time ago. We are on a roll.
You might be there,
that's
but
right.
We're not going to be there.
We're going to be at the Douglas County Fairgrounds. That's where we're going to be. So down in Castle Rock, again, those show tickets, we got $2 off coupons. If you buy for just one ticket, we'll get you in for all 3 days. So also, we've got an incredible shopper's guide with a ton of specials in it. Our baby locks are on sale at never before seen prices. So Christine, you're making us nervous. So again, we look forward to seeing all you down there. It should be a lot of fun. It will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So come in and see us. We love to see all of you during those shows. It should be fun.
Perfect.
What you making today, Kate?
Well, we're on a bowl. We're on a bowl run.
A bowl run?
Amanda did a bowl on Friday, and I'm going to do another bowl today.
Oh, yeah.
Another rope bowl.
Oh,
yes.
Cool.
This is a
cool kit, by the way. We got these at H&H.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And this rope is actually much bigger than
right.
the Kimberbell rope.
Yeah.
So it's much chunkier, but super quick and easy. And to be honest with you, the Kimberbell bowls are great, but they're a little bit more involved because you have to embroider the base out and then you have to like put the rope into the base and so forth. This particular kit is the perfect beginner's kit. So if you thought you want to just start doing a little bit of bowl making, this is actually a great starter kit.
That's awesome. Yeah.
We're going to add a little bit of fabric to do a little bit of fabric twist to it too. But you can do it without the fabric too.
Cool. All right. Well, you guys have fun.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you all next week, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna we will try and come live during the show.
Okay. I will say hello. Everyone is guessing who it is, and it is me.
Do you want to switch the camera around so they can see you? Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh, like do it like
Yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
No.
There is Christine.
Three. So,
Hi, Matt. Matt walked by. So we are. So yes, Karen, we do have Christine back. Today is actually her official first day back full time, although she has done a few Saturdays for us over the last couple of months. So everyone is sending lots and lots and lots of love. So anyway, yes, yippee, Christine is not only coming back, she is back. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will get started.
Hey.
So these kits are from a company called the Mountain Thread Company. And basically it comes as a complete kit. You get, ignore my little fabric pieces, but you get the rope, you get the instructions. They actually give you the correct needle that you will need to use for your particular project. Most of their kits are using the 3/16 of a rope. The one we are making today is actually jumbo. I mean, it's pretty heavy duty. Okay, so this one is 5/16 of a inch rope. This is the project that we're doing. And when it is cute, isn't it? When you get the instructions, there's lots of different ways to finish your end. And you actually get a little QR code on here that gives you a link to the videos so that you can see different ways to finish off. And I did go out and view their video, and this is the one that I chose to do. So this is the one we're going to do today. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is change my needle out. So this is a denim needle. You do need to make sure you use a denim needle. And this particular kit is $30, but it makes 2 bowls. So you do have sufficient rope in the kit to make 2 medium size bowls. And then you do want to use a good quality thread. So do not try and do this with embroidery thread. Don't try and do this with like an 80 weight thread. I am using a matching color. You can always use a contrast if you want your stitching to show up more as a decoration. And if you want to add fabric scraps to it, which I am going to do, we are going to cut our fabric scraps just a 1/2 inch wide. And I do need a little ruler, so I'll be right back with my ruler.
Everything that we need. But she is adding the pieces of fabric.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
So what we are going to do is we want to measure up 4 inches from the beginning, okay? So we want to measure up 4 inches from the beginning, which is going to be right here, and then we are going to squish this. This is to start the base, okay? And what we want to do is we want to squish it here, roll it around, and then squish it the other side. And then we want to put some horizontal pins in here to hold this in place.
It says it's 24 on Facebook Live, right?
It is.
Okay.
They're $30 is the retail,
Yes.
and we have 20% off.
So yes, Kim, that is correct. Would you use 50 weight thread?
That's what I am using.
So yeah, she's just using a Mettler.
Okay. So what we want to do is we want to baste this together before we start. And we do that by just doing a couple of rows of zigzags, and we're going to zigzag across here in between the pins. And our zigzag stitch is going to be our standard zigzag with a stitch width of 7 and a stitch length of 2. And I'm just going to kind of pinch these together, and I'm just going to do 2 rows of zigzag. Okay, and then what we are going to do is we are going to start at this end. And you want to keep your stitch stitch length to the 1.2.
So stitch length is 1.2.
No, I lied.
Oh,
It's 2.0. I'm sorry.
2.0.
Let me make sure that that's what the instructions recommend.
And she's using a 50 weight thread.
Yes.
And yes, Kate always gambles with the amount of thread on her spool.
Boom.
Renee, what would you like me to talk about?
Uh-oh, I started this in the wrong place, but that's okay. So I forgot I should have started on this piece right here, because I'm about to go around this corner. So I'm actually just going to cut, and that's the nice thing with this project. You can definitely start and stop, okay? So I actually should have started right here. When you start, and it does tell you this in the instructions, you start so it's forming the letter B. Can you see how that would be a B?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so we're going to keep the stitch length pretty close together, and we're going to go around the corner. And I'm just going to re-sew what I just did a few seconds ago, because it will be just fine. And constantly I'm pushing the ropes together. I am using my pivot function to go around my corners. And once you've got that very front base on, you can lengthen your stitch length out. So I've lengthened my stitch length out to about a 3.0. Now I'm going to grab some fabric and we're going to start wrapping. So there's no right or wrong place to start wrapping. So the wrapping can be 2 ways. It can be so that it overlaps. So we're going to do the first one so it overlaps. It does say that the pieces could be like 1/2 inch to 1/2 inch by 6 inches, but you really can do anything you want on this. So I know Amanda was showing you the other day how she was clipping these. If you're working with long pieces that are being wrapped around the rope, the clipping is a really good idea. Mine are really short pieces. They're only about 2 inches or so long. So I've got my first wrap on.
So she is using Metler thread, so just your normal sewing thread, 50 weight.
And then this is a little patriotic piece, and I'm just going to snip a piece off. Now what you can do on this one is you can wrap, leaving a gap. So can you see how I can actually leave a gap on there?
Yeah, there's really no like rhyme or reason.
No.
I have missed you all too. I am happy to be back. I've been really good. Just been being a mom. And could you use ribbon?
Absolutely. You can wrap anything around this.
So she is using fabric, but yes, you could use ribbon.
And you can do as much or as little as you want. You'll notice on this one that I just did a really small little piece right there, just like a dash.
I like the randomness of it, which is hard for me to like.
Well, it is for me too, to be honest with you. But
It comes out really cute.
I also like that because I think it just, you know, instead of having to mark where you started and do so many rounds with fabric, it's just nice to just be able to do it wherever you please. Okay, so let's get around this corner and we'll talk about the next set of instructions. Okay, so we're working on the base of our bowl, and we are going to work on this so until from side to side it is 3.5 inches. And we are only at about 2.5, so we need to go a little bit more.
Thank you, Nancy.
I think you will be amazed at how quick this project is. Okay, so I'm going to measure again. And that took us a little over 3. So I think probably by the time I go one more half round, and we're going to do a little bit of patriotic here.
Okay, then I put the wrong date and then I put that over it, but I'm thinking if I cut it out and put it in, it won't be so. And she said steam it out. So I'm gonna go steam it out on my little wool pad that I got with the thing here.
Okay, so we just got a little piece of fabric on this one.
No, the wool.
Okay, and we are right at 3.5 inches. Okay, so we are going to continue to randomly add fabric as we need, but now what we need to do is to start the rope starting to form into a bowl. And we do that by just putting our hand underneath here and continue to sew. Okay.
Is there's not fabric in the kit? It's
No.
just the rope and the needle, and then like a directions.
If anybody wants to buy one of the kits, I will put a tiny little fabric. It's 1/2 inch by 3 different fabrics. I'll put it in a little baggie. I won't open your kits because they're sealed, but we'll attach it to the top of the box if anybody wants to buy one.
Just a fun snips.
Yep.
Snipperoonies.
Okay, we're going to grab a little bit more color. Can you see how it's starting to lift a little bit around there?
That's cool.
I actually did a project once whereby I did a serger stitch on the edge, the longer edge of my fabric strips. So it has like a pretty, I don't know whatever happened to that. And actually it was a patriotic one too. And it's got like a rolled edge, so it gives you like a raised edge on it. So I'm just keep adding a little bit of color as I go.
Yes, Renee. They say you're great with Kimberbell, but that she misses me. I will be whatever I need to be.
Okay, so this was a piece that didn't quite catch in there. So I'm just going to make sure that I catch it in this next piece, okay?
Very forgiving.
Hey, Matthew, Amanda, will you find me a hot glue gun that will heat up, please? This one I plugged in and it's not heating up. And they're right by where Matt is, I think. Okay, I think it's time for a little bit more color. Thank you.
Strange.
The sun is just not getting hot at all. In the kit, is it two separate like sections?
You have to cut the rope in half.
Okay, so could you make one?
Yes, you could.
big?
Yes.
There you go.
So to make a big bowl, instead of starting with 4 inches and wrapping it around, you might want to start with 6 or 8 inches and wrap it around. Okay, so I think I'm going to finish the rest without.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to finish the rest without thread. Okay, I am going to have to cut my thread here because I just ran out of thread. And I'll be right back.
or if you just want the needle that comes with the kit.
Okay, so you can really see how it's starting to take shape here. So I'm just going to overstitch about an inch. Okay, so when we get close to the end, what we are going to do, we are going to stop with about 6 inches of rope left. Now you also want to decide, where do you want your knot? Do you want the knot on the front? Do you want it on the side? Do you want it wherever it ends? We're just going to go to wherever it ends, okay? But you're going to stop at about 6 inches, which is probably about that. You think that's about 6 inches? And
Can you use 12 weight thread?
yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stop right there, and I am going to tie a knot. So we're just going to tie a knot. And about 6 inches will give you about a 2-inch little tassel piece, okay? And then I'm going to change my stitch length down to my smaller, shorter stitch length. And this is where it's a little bit tricky, because I need to try and stitch as close to that knot as possible. So at one point, the foot's going to start getting angry with me and not want to do this. And then I'm going to use my reverse. And then forward again. So I've made it really nice and secure there.
She is just using a 50 weight Mettler thread.
Okay, then what we do is we hot glue the knot so it won't come undone. So we are going to just kind of put a little bit of, why? Oh, the power strip wasn't on. Okay, whilst the hot glue gun is heating up, let's talk about our manager special. We got a couple of manager specials for you today. This is actually a really cute one. So yeah, this is a Christmas table runner, and it is one of the Villa Rose patterns. It's a complete kit. It includes your backing, your background, all of your fabrics. It's got this really pretty stripe for the binding. And these, I think, were originally $30, and I have one left at $17.50. So if anybody would like that, let us know. We are waiting on the hot glue gun.
The other one would have been really hot.
Would have been really hot if I'd have turned it on. Okay, so that is going to go to Renee Adams. Good job, Renee. Okay, so I really do need to...
Actually, I might think that I might be mistaking.
Okay.
She might be saying she'll take this for the next giveaway. Not this. Please confirm. Otherwise, it's this. Because she said it right as we did that, but I'm thinking she wants this bowl as a giveaway.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll give that just a moment. Let's see how the hot glue gun is going. Whoa, I'm having a bad day. Now I'm throwing the glue in the trash can. So what I did was I just put, there it goes.
Yes,
little-
she wants the bowl. Okay, so the table runner kit is going to be for Karen Martin.
Oh, Karen, you won the giveaway today too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, So we're just putting that in there because what we're going to do is we're going to fray this out. So you want it to make sure that this knot isn't going to come undone. So I just used a seam ripper and kind of undid some of the rope. And then I actually went and got an old hairbrush and I just like brushed it out. So you can make this little tassel as long or as short as you want. And then just kind of fray it out. And I do have another manager special to do here.
Do you have the giveaway still by you?
Which one?
The star?
Oh,
that
the
giveaway
star.
that you did?
Patrick had it in his hand.
Yes, Karen, you did win the giveaway. It was like a OESD. Was that OESD?
It is a
Yeah,
freestanding
like a freestanding star
star
kind of thing.
or a dagger. I accidentally may have stabbed Patrick with it. Okay, and then you're just going to kind of work that tassel to be where, however you want it to be. If you think it's too long or too short. Okay, let's.
Yeah, I like the added that tassel gives it.
Yeah, I do too. And I tried to pick a different finish than Amanda did last week. So this was actually a charity fabric that we had from Quilting Treasures. And this little girl right here was the designer of the fabric. And she created this to raise money for her treatment. She did pass. But we had one panel that somebody decided not to go through with the purchase on it. And it makes a bag. So it is a little tote bag. And this is just $5.
Sorry.
Is
Yep.
it $5?
$6.
$6. Okay. So it's just a panel to make, and it will, all the money does go to this charity for her. And it has all of the instructions, and that's the little bag that it makes.
All right. All right. Do you say who goes?
Yeah.
For that? Oh, okay. Here you go. Sherry Parks.
Perfect.
So congratulations. Miss
Okay.
Sherry.
And I think with that, we are going to go ahead and let you go today. So quick and easy project, great starter projects if you want to get going with sewing with rope. Great instructions that come in the box with links to videos so that you can see different ways to do things. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you. We will try and come live. Tomorrow will be Cindy, but then we will try and come live to you from the show.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.